こうもう添えてしてるわけね。これ調子よくないから。
By allowing the opponent to strike one side of the weapon intentionally, you can use that energy to counter immediately. Minasan konnichiwa, and welcome to Let's Ask Seki Sensei. I'm your host Shogo from Let's Ask Shogo, and this is Seki Sensei. 先生、本日もよろしくお願いいたします。はい、お願いします。いやまず謝らないといけないです先生。すいません。
なんだよこれ。
またなんか怪しいものを持ってしまいましたけれども、これだけ見るとちょっとただのなんかこう黒い棒に見えるんですが、とによくゲームであったりアニメだったりとかいろんなキャラクターがよく使っているものなんですね。実はこれただの棒のように見えて、こっちが取れて、こっちも取れるんですね。Hi. I have handed various weapons to Seki Sensei, but this time it might be the most absurd. Characters using weapons with blades on both sides, like this Ryozan Tenbin-to, sometimes appear in anime and games. But can you actually fight with something like this? So today, Seki Sensei, the 22nd headmaster of Kobudo Asayama Ichiden with 400 years of history, will try fighting with the Ryozan Tenbin-to. You'll see many techniques that incorporate not only Kenjutsu, but also skills from Jojutsu. So please watch this video until the end. However, please remember that this tool is just a toy I found online. If we strike too hard, it might break, so please understand the techniques are performed slowly and that we couldn't do free sparring. By the way, tickets for the 3-day training camp in Japan held by Seki Sensei and Let's Ask Shogo are now on sale. Check out our Patreon page for more information. So then, let's get started. First, let's utilize Kenjutsu to try fighting with the Ryozan Tenbin-to. Starting from the Seigan stance with a tip pointed at each other's eyes, the opponent comes in with a front strike. As he passed diagonally by the opponent, he was able to attack simply by raising the shorter blade upward.
こうもう添えてしてるわけね。これ調子よくないから。で、正眼に合わせて。で、割って。
相手が入ってこようとする。
そこをこう。まあ、返す刀でこうとかって。ね。
When holding the grip with both hands, the hands are too close together, so he used his left hand to support the shorter blade. By the way, this movement is an application of the reverse grip drawing technique from Asayama Ichiden. You can also choose to attack straight ahead without evading diagonally. なるほど。でもうすぐ切れるまた。うわ。下も。This time, he swung the shorter blade upward from below. In the second version, he crossed to create distance from the opponent's attack.
これが嫌だからね。
そうですよ。上に刃ありますもんね。
こう入って。
The longer blade applies pressure on the opponent while attacking with the shorter blade from below. Then he can immediately deliver a second strike with the longer blade. If you block the opponent's attack without dodging, this is what happens.
こう上こう
上で受けて上で受けて This blocking technique was introduced in the video on wakizashi techniques. You have your elbows relaxed to absorb the opponent's attack. In the case of the wakizashi, complex techniques like winding are necessary, but with the tenbin-to, you can simply evade to the side while extending the shorter blade forward to counterattack. Then next, what could you do if the opponent does a thrust? You can deflect the opponent's thrust with a longer blade, while immediately counterattacking with a shorter blade. By the way, using this technique, it is also possible to initiate an attack from a position where the blade is aligned with the opponent's. Now, let's apply Jojutsu to the tenbin-to. The members of our online Shunjo lessons, please think about which kata is being applied as you watch. First, let's consider when the opponent comes in with a front strike. 野中の幕で反対側も野中の幕で反対側も This is an application of the Shunjo kata 上段受け小手打ち By allowing the opponent to strike one side of the weapon intentionally, you can use that energy to counter immediately. You can dodge to either side. This is a technique that applies the Shunjo kata 小手を打つ Using footwork, you dodge the opponent's attack, while almost simultaneously striking down with the opponent. The opponent, having been cut on the wrist, will try to retreat, but you quickly aim the shorter blade toward the forehead for a follow-up attack. In the case of Jojutsu, you can only strike the opponent, but with this weapon, you can cut instantly, making it more powerful.
まあ同じだけど。
はい。
まあ同じだけど。
はい。This technique is an application of the long shunjo kata, hangetsu. This diagonal blocking method is called hangetsu. From there, you strike down the opponent's blade and immediately counterattack with the opposite shorter blade. In the case of Jojutsu, techniques for smoothly rotating the jo are necessary, but this is not required with the tenbinto. Additionally, the subsequent follow-up strikes are also very powerful.
こうまずこうでしょ。
あ、そっちで。
こうまずこうでしょ。
あ、そっちで。This technique is an application of the long shunjo kata, mitsunotome. This time, after blocking the opponent's attack with hangetsu, the opponent attempts to make a horizontal cut to your torso. You deflect that with a shorter blade while counterattacking with the longer blade. おお、なるほど。そのまま入ってしまう。おお、なるほど。そのまま入ってしまう。The final technique is an application of Bojutsu rather than Jojutsu. By crouching, you create distance from the opponent's attack, and by holding the tenbinto horizontally with one hand, you prevent the opponent from bringing their arms down. Before the opponent can counterattack, you deliver a punch to the pit of the stomach, and then swing the tenbinto to the right for an attack. So Sensei, how was it handling the tenbinto?
剣術とか情とかいろいろやった結果なんとかなっかなぐらいの話。その発想転換でね。
そうですよね。Seki Sensei is a master of both Kenjutsu and Jojutsu, as well as a professional in various Ryu styles and weapons, which is why I was able to come up with such a variety of techniques. If used correctly, it may be possible to deliver more powerful continuous attacks than with standard katana or jo staffs. However, in this video, we couldn't attack quickly or strongly because the toy Ryozan Tenbinto could break. If we were to actually use it in combat, the risk of hurting yourself with your own blade would be high. That's probably why there are no famous historical figures known to have actually used these weapons. Which technique do you think is the most realistic? And also, what kind of techniques would you perform? Please share your thoughts in the comments. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. 思った通りです、先生。これもう実際初めて持ってきた時、先生がもうこれはもうね、絶対無理だっておっしゃったと思うんですけど、コメント欄でもたまにあるんですけど、関先生だったら多分なんかそこに落ちてる棒を持ってきても最強の武器になるんじゃないかって。So everyone, if you enjoyed watching this video and watching Seki Sensei fight with this very strange weapon, please hit the like button. If you have any things to say, please let us know in the comments. And our goal this year is to achieve 300 online lesson members. If you're interested in learning the amazing katana techniques from Seki Sensei, please take a look at the description box and jump to our Patreon page. では先生、改めまして、ご覧ありがとうございました。ありがとうございます。Everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. 皆さんどうもありがとうございました。Interested in learning katana skills from 22nd Headmaster of Kobudo Asayama Seki Sensei? We hold the best online lessons with perfect English interpretation that anyone can access worldwide. Every lesson will be recorded for you to rewatch anytime, and official down ranks will be provided to prove your progress. Higher down rank holders will also be authorized to open their own dojo in the future. Join us in our ultimate dream of reviving the golden age of Asayama Shinryu, when there were 7,000 students of the style. Check out the description box or pinned comment to sign up now and for more information.